Seb?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, I thought it wasn't working again, the audio. Okay, cool.
Okay,
I think you can hear me also in the live streaming, but I think we're gonna do it like that for now.
Yeah, I'm just. So I didn't actually.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I was so looking forward to it. I would have loved to attend in person, but this is great as well. Right.
That's the next best thing.
Indeed. Paul Butler invited me. So it would be good to take a look at some of the work, which is what I'm here to do.
Make yourself comfortable. And when you're in this room here, and leave, if you leave your mic on, everybody will hear you. And
Okay.
make sure you have your name properly labeled. I think there are a couple of people entering, so you are right at the end point where your name is getting mixed up with other people. If you move forward a
Okay.
bit or left, then I can see if your name tag is appropriate. Yep, Jackie, I see you.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
just make
Yeah.
yourself so in this room, everybody will be
So,
able to. And when you
okay,
get to
fine.
the
I
other
need
rooms,
to. How do I get to the other rooms? Is what I need to know.
let me show you. If you follow me, Jackie, I'll show you how
Yeah,
to get
please.
to the other room.
Okay, thank you.
There are instructions everywhere. Please take your time, read it, and you shall be able to understand. It's quite straightforward. The students have done a brilliant job. So basically, for example, you wanted to go in number one, which is divided in two. You have student name from A to M in room number one, and student name from M to Z in number two. Just
Okay.
click on room number one, for example. Follow me, and I'll show you how to use it.
One sec. Let me. Do I have to enter one down below? Yeah. Okay. Um,
I didn't code it, but I did create other assets and the interactive prototype, so it's fully online. So yeah, so for the
Really good, really good.
thanks. I had this idea actually, funny enough, because I at the beginning of the year. Sorry,
TFL.
TFL is the one with the
TFL.
Sorry, I can't hear you very good. What did you say? Could you repeat it, please?
I can't hear you very, no, I can't hear you very well. I said, yeah, I was just, it's interesting. Can you hear me now, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you. Not very
good. Hang on, we'll be bumping heads in a moment.
Yeah.
No, it's not great, is it? But I'm just interested. So when you say campaign and social strategy, does that mean the places where you're advertising this are on TFL, on the Chief on Spotify, Instagram? Is that right?
Right. I still can't hear you very well, but I think I got the question right. So the TFL, it's for the transport of London.
I can hear you.
Oh man. Oh, this is not great, is it? Can you hear me now?
What you're saying.
You want to show me your room and your project?
My private room.
Yeah, or the project from here, the one you prefer. So.
Oh, okay. I can do it from here. So let me know when to start.
You can go.
Okay. So Cleanit is a digital platform which I created that in order to combat the global waste problem in the big cities. And it's kind of a combination between a game and a social platform in order for people to compete with points if they do certain actions such as cleaning or even just reporting different problems.
Okay.
And I've created a mobile concept for it and a smartwatch app companion to go alongside it with fewer features, but just to make things more interesting.
So it's social media. So it's a social media to obviously recycle.
It's a combination. So it's kind of a combination because it has the attributes from a game that you are competing with other people. You have a point system, and from the social platform, you cannot socialize through it as like a normal chat. You cannot text message or something like that, but you are competing with real people and you can see them on the map and what were their latest actions on the app. So that's kind of just a few things. So it's not fully a social platform.
Okay, it's a nice way to recycle anyway.
Kind of, sorry?
It's a nice way to clean the environment and recycle especially.
Yeah.
Especially now with COVID.
Kind of giving people more reasons to do that, so you can trade your points for various vouchers or.
Oh, nice!
Like the shopping cards.
Yeah,
that
will
like
probably
£50.
That will probably capture the interest from the audience and the young people, especially who are the one who ruins the environment, especially. So yeah, really good idea. Really like it. Especially the design as well,
okay.
And the fact that you're using a smartwatch is really, smart.
Yeah, I try to go to a multi-platform thing, so maybe some you can kind of keep the users if you give them a full experience with it.
Really nice. Really like the idea.
use your mouse and right-click it to move your head. That will help you.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this room.
There are
And we're
8.
2 of them.
9. Maybe. Do you want to go into my private room, because that would be easier for us to discuss, and I'll explain it better without getting interfered with the others. All right, I'll see you there then.
The proper bump, it would just look all weird. It's so low angle. You have to have physical geometry to get like the overhang of like a little twig actually sticking out of the ground. It wouldn't work with just a texture.
Okay, that's something to keep in mind.
Sneaky. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you smashed it, to be honest. You did really well.
Very well.
Like,
have you put the animations in your room?
In my room?
Yeah.
So I don't.
Can you put the animations there?
Can you put?
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
there?
Look, I'll show you.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
thought Doug put the pictures there.
No, you can put more stuff in.
Do you need
What?
help? Do you need help with Where did you get the footage from? The kind of the live action, the pictures? live action? I think I sourced a lot of live action online. So things that were location specifics, like the swimming pool, kindergarten shots, they were secondary assets. Right. So they're not from the series. They're stuff that you sourced yourself and then created and edit as well. Right. That's really interesting. Yeah. And then obviously a lot of the scenes, the majority of the scenes are 3D. That I created, and a couple of them, for instance, the doll, I filmed that doll. So kind of a mix of, I suppose, a lot of different sort of areas and.
Yeah. That's really good. So the doll you filmed the doll yourself.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's beautifully filmed. Actually, it looks really nice.
Thanks.
And you've got other bits of footage, and I mean it's a really nice edit. It's got a really nice grade on it and everything as well. And you've done 3D, so it's got a lot of work.
Yeah, it took its time. I think it was worth it in the end.
Yeah. Oh, so is this the screen that I should watch? Yeah.
So we've got the cover on the left, and then I've got a link to my website on the right.
Oh, hang on. So where's the title sequence then?
So the title sequence is just behind you on this very left panel.
What I've actually been looking at. Okay, on this one here.
Yeah, this one over here.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice. If I go a bit more.
I can turn up the audio as well if you.
So can you tell me what was 3D, as in when we see something?
Yeah, so this is 3D.
Yeah, go ahead.
3D.
Oh, right.
Live action.
Yeah.
That's secondary assets. That was filmed.
Yeah.
Filmed.
What did you film on?
It was just a DSLR.
Yeah.
That's
Canon.
that was 3D. 3D, that one was as well. That was secondary.
And I take it you've added the particles and stuff like that, have you?
Yeah, a lot of that off-road layers to get that sense of atmosphere and obviously the dust.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. In fact, last time I think that I saw Paul Butler, we went to BAFTA on Piccadilly, so in central London, to see I can't remember his name now, but see in Q&A a very famous titles designer.
Right.
Dan Perry?
Yeah, from decades ago. Pardon?
Dan Perry, probably. Is it?
Yes. What was his name, sorry?
Dan Perry.
Dan Perry.
Yes, could have been.
Was it the one for Star Wars? And who else?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Star Wars, Happy Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, him. Dan Perry. Yeah. So the thing
got a book at the university.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably end last year sometime, I guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was just before Christmas. It was in autumn.
Yeah. So obviously it goes to show that there are people out there who make a very successful career out of coming up with title sequences.
Yeah, so my placement was at the Hampton Studio, so I kind of worked on a lot of title sequences there as well.
Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Cinema 4D, and After Effects. And then for the posters, it was, for the graphic design posters, it was Photoshop, and then obviously I took them into After Effects to create the animation for them as well. So those are the software that I'm most familiar with. I have done a little bit in Maya as well, and I have been using Nuke at my placement where I was at last year, which was IMG Studios.
Okay, right. Okay, did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Yeah, it was because it combined my two passions, sports and art.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a fantastic experience for me.
Brilliant. I think the best place to go is probably aim high and reach for the stars. I mean, knock the doors as far as BBC and Sky and those broadcasters are concerned, because they constantly need motion graphics, for title sequences of their programs and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to go. The difference with IMG is obviously IMG was very much live broadcast, so you only got 2 to 3 days to maybe work on a project, unless it was a very big project, in which case you'd get a little bit longer. What I would really like to have a place where there's a bit more kind of delivery time, and you can work on your skills rather than having to rush through and take shortcuts in lots of different places. Because I now feel I've done the very quick kind of rapid artwork to deliver. I now really definitely a little bit more preparation time and learning on the projects. So
Well, you should try, because London, there's so many agencies these days, and even in the home counties there are a lot of agencies, and this medium is becoming more and more center stage, if I may put it that way. So having somebody with these skills would definitely, you could easily get an internship or a junior position if you sort of keep assist. Obviously, you have to do a little bit of work and research,
Yes.
And don't be disappointed if you get lots of rejections, but at the end of the day, you'll find something, I'm sure, which will give you the right kind of platform to learn.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we do in the agency that I work in, we do produce videos for our clients, and a lot of it requires these skill sets. I invest in a lot of static 3D design, where we create objects, and my chap who I use, he employs 3D Max and comes out with some really nice stuff. Because
where are you based?
Personally, I'm based, our agency is quite big, it's called Branded, so it's like an umbrella agency called Branded, and within Branded we have about 10 different components, each of which are fairly specialist. So at the top end we have 2 branding design agencies in central London. Yeah, and their walls are littered with awards. They're very, very good. Yeah. And they deal in the cinema medium as well. In fact, the creative director there, he produces short films as well, and he's won a lot of awards. So that's tier 1 design, as we call it. Tier 2 design is when the branding for a brand like Coca-Cola or Tesco or LG Electronics is already set, but we have to localize it to do local campaigns. So tier 2 and tier 3 design we do here locally at Uxbridge.
Okay.
And we've got a very good portfolio. So in my name, you'll see it's Jackie Magnet Harlequin. So Magnet Harlequin is the agency. So Google that. Paul Butler invited me. I think he's going to put me on the panel. And if it hadn't been for the COVID-19, I would have been probably talking to you, all of you, which is so much nicer. Although I love this medium, but it takes a little bit of getting used to.
It does.
It does, doesn't it? And a couple of my colleagues were supposed to attend, but for one reason or the other, they probably didn't. Because they didn't spend the time looking at how to navigate through this whole room business. But that's fine. I'm liking it more and more as time passes. So one can have a really good look at the work, though. That's what matters, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So we have clients like Network Rail, like Heinz, like LG Electronics, and there's so much digital advertising that goes on. Digital objects that are not static. So it.
If you want to go in and see it.
Fantastic. Whoops. Yeah, sorry, I realised I was muted.
Sorry, it's the sound going, yes. George, I'm just going to have to go for a moment. Are you still there? I'm going to have to go.
Yeah.
I can actually see some interesting looking possible employers in areas.
It happens to forget it.
You might want to hang around and have a chat with some of the employers who are around.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, sure.
If you need any careers help, I've just emailed you all this afternoon, so just drop me an email if you need any help. Okay.
I might book an appointment with you again soon. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, George, I'm just going to take away. Good luck this evening. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Hello, George. How are you?
Hello. Oh, hello. Yo, how you guys?
Hello.
Long time no see.
Yeah, well.
Or speak, I guess.
Yeah, well, long time. It's going to be a long time. How you doing?
Yeah, definitely. What are you guys saying? How's everything? The room, I can show you.
Yeah. Oh my god, you made...
Yeah, so I only actually managed to pass it, because as I was rendering it, the render file went down because of the COVID situation.
Yeah.
So I couldn't actually render it. Pretty jarring. But yeah, so I made a horror game environment. and there's the like sort of like teaser thing for it, I guess, with like the animation of the tentacles. And so that's the like monster thing that you like find yourself stuck with.
Wow.
But yeah, it's only a play blast. And then here's some of the like.
What software do you use?
Oh,
Maya?
render. Yeah, I use Maya, and then Substance Painter, and Substance Designer a little bit, and then Unity for the actual like the game part. But yeah, it's annoying that I've only got the play bits. Pardon?
Oh, so you like building the game in Unity?
Yeah. Well, it's not a full game. It's just like an environment. Like I didn't make the characters or anything, but I did actually make I did build the environment within Unity, so you can play it. But I haven't got like a link for it or anything. I don't know how to do that part. But yeah.
I know that now the render form works.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. And you know what? The render form now is working. I mean, kind of. I mean, you can do it. You can use it remotely. Don't know how, but I know you can.
Yeah, that's the thing. I tried to use the render farm like not a couple weeks ago, probably about a month ago now, and it just wasn't working. Like every time I submitted something to it, it just kept breaking. But I might give it a go again.
Yeah, over summer. I mean, yeah, try over summer. I mean, if you have time, I will ask Fred anyway if that's working, because I mean, we're probably gonna need it like that next year. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At least until December,
it's very likely that we're actually going to be able to go back into the campus at all, are we?
Well, not for now. We've been talking about it, and you know they don't know it yet. But
yeah.
I mean, facilities will be difficult to use. I mean, there's going to be a limited number that can go there for sure, at least until December. And then
that's the thing. The reason why I haven't asked anyone.
What?
Sorry, on.
Well, sorry.
The reason why I haven't sent any emails out or anything is just because there's like everyone's just as confused as everyone else. So there's just no point in like stressing people. Yeah. That's why I haven't bothered saying anything.
Yeah, because no one knows everything about that. Not yet, at least. Probably by July, maybe June. Probably June. Maybe we'll get to know more, but not for now, for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's confusing time.
Hope you're good. Are you still
man.
in Axbridge, or are you back home?
Nah, I went back home, man.
Yeah,
I went back home like pretty early on.
Good.
Because I've got my laptop, so I'm able to do work. What about you guys? Are you still at uni? You said you've gone home, Francesco, right?
I left. Yeah, I went back home.
Yeah. Did you get home all right?
Yeah. I got the airplane easier. Well, they cancelled my flight 5 times, but. Yeah, the 6th one was a good one. So I got that. I've done my 2 weeks of quarantine because it's mandatory, and then then I went back home, and it's pretty easy. Just boring as fuck at home, but
yeah, you know, man. What about you, Pretty? Are you back home?
I'm still in London, and I'm debating, so I don't know what I'm doing it. But yeah,
oh really? What's Uxbridge like? How's London? How is London?
It's really bad right now because it's like 26 degrees, and I'm slowly dying.
Oh yeah, no, tell me about it.
Could have been worse.
It's hot down here, let alone what it's like in London, because it's always hotter in London.
It's awful, honestly.
Are you going to try and go home at all soon, or?
I might go home next month. I have my setup here, so I want to enjoy it a bit.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Fairs. Well, thank you for coming and seeing my project.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year's not too messed up for you guys.
Well, I hope. I really hope. Should be fine. Because it is still great, like that. At least you got your chance to do it, but that's obviously not the way you want to finish your 3rd year, isn't it?
Nah. Yeah, no, it's quite peak. But I mean, if you Cambridge have said they're going to do all of their classes online for the whole of next year, so I don't know whether Brunel will be doing the same.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
guys, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Brunel is kind of going for that way. Yeah, something like virtual, digital lectures. They're probably gonna do a tutorial like that. They're probably gonna go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
Over,
all
like,
the
Zoom or
other
something.
universities are doing that, and I mean, we're not talking about it yet, but kind of. What?
Pardon?
Is it only me, or I cannot hear properly, Preeti, with the mic?
Yeah, not just now.
Sorry, I have a shitty mic. What I was saying is that I think things are going to be fine by September, because it's literally like a few months away. And I do think like things are going to be better by then.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Anyway, yeah. Oops, I left the word. Oh, God. Now I'm back to you.
What would be your advice for us students that are graduating when they're applying for a job? What should we first think about?
I mean, you say you're looking for internships. Obviously, that's the correct thing to do. I mean, if it comes to it, you could look at, trying to become a runner at, say, a company like the one that I work at. I mean, because you'll be a graduate and can obviously has already has a knowledge of 3D and of animation. Becoming a runner might feel a bit like kind of starting too low down, but it can be a very good way into a company, and hopefully you should be able to rise into a position of a junior animator or something fairly quickly, because some runners don't know what they want to do in that industry yet. So they're literally starting at the bottom to kind of see what they want to do, but you already know and you have a degree in it. So perhaps look for animation and post-production companies who, as well as internships, are looking for runners. That could be another way in.
All right. Okay.
You know, and I know that making coffees and stuff for clients may not be your idea of kind of making it in the industry, but you should hopefully find quicker upward mobility into a junior role because you already know what to do, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, I think a runner would be a great start as well if you're struggling finding, because I've seen graduate students that didn't manage to find a role within a year.
Yeah, and remember, it'll be paid. I mean, it won't be much, but I imagine a lot of internships might not be paid. And there's no guarantee necessarily of a job after. You know, the point of becoming a runner, of course, is to then to move up into a proper role as an artist or a producer, animator, whatever. So that's why runners' jobs exist. You know, so perhaps can you consider that as well? And as I said, they are paid kind of around minimum wage, I guess, but at least they're paid. You know.
Okay.
And I guess, as I said, because you're working in on things which don't need to be shot, there could be a certain amount of opportunities out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because while there aren't any shoots and stuff like that, people are looking more to animation and CG to advertise their products and things like that. So you never know. There might be more opportunities out there than you imagine. But I think we have to wait and see, don't we? Because things are still in a state of flux.
Yeah, it's all about finding the trend or analyzing the market and see where is the demand.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was looking at Twitch streamers. Like the numbers of people twitching their games, it's increasing at the moment, and viewers as well. So maybe creating like packages for them with layouts and 3D models, or that would be an opportunity.
Sure.
But that means freelancing or using other platforms to.
And I think you're in a place now to perhaps explore all these options and see what you can get.
Yeah. May I ask, how did you enter the industry?
So as I said, I'm a producer in my day job, but I'm also I'm an editor and have written and directed a few charity films and things like that. So I wanted to be a filmmaker, and have, outside of my day jobs, have kind of continued with those extracurricular jobs, if you want, as a freelancer. And at some point, an opportunity came up to be a producer, so I could get broadcast experience, and I kind of took that opportunity. So I've kind of been the producer to, as a career, but I still edit and do other things around the side, with the intention of being a filmmaker. So that's kind of my background.
Do you have a film that you're planning of, or you want to see it on the screens in the future?
Yeah, I want to. There's a short film I want to make, which essentially is to remake my graduation short film for my course, to just make it a lot better, basically. But I've been kind of wanting to do that for many years, so I need to pull my finger out, basically, and actually get it done. And hopefully I will one day. In terms of my editing, the last feature I edited was in cinemas, so an independent feature. So I've had some success in terms of working on other people's films, but I'd say like my own to get made. With a view to then becoming a director of features.
Nice. Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, thank you. good luck with what you're doing as well. And think about those options, I guess, that might be open to you.
Yeah. All right. I'll take your advice in consideration.
because I guess once you graduate, doing the things that you want to do while also getting paid for it are obviously our concerns, aren't they?
Yes.
So think about look out for maybe running positions as much as internships. There's more than one way, I guess, to getting into the industry. Good luck with it.
May I suggest you to change the name, or actually add to your name the name of the company you're working on, because students might find it difficult to see who is from the industry. Or
that's a very good point. Let me do that now.
It's our first time doing such an event.
Yes, I bet. It's pretty good. It works really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We try to think about all the aspects of this platform and advise to both students and industry people on how to use it as much as we could.
Yes. But it's really impressive, actually, given that this probably didn't exist 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah. It's a brand new. It's called. It's something that is going to become a trend this year, definitely. The web XR platform. So basically, VR in browser. Oh, hello, Francesco. How are you?
Hello, Fabrizio.
Right. See you, Fabrizio.
Francesco is streaming us on the Brunel YouTube page.
Hello.
Right.
He's the cameraman, the virtual.
Yeah, should I have another avatar with the camera, but the idea made it.
Right. So are we being filmed now? Are our avatars being filmed now?
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Yes.
I see.
Do you know what avatar are you?
Pardon?
Do you know what's your avatar? What's what?
I think I'm a fox.
Yeah, you're a fox.
Yes.
Definitely are a fox.
Yeah. I was feeling adventurous.
Yeah. I mean, this world is big.
Great face.
Well, I'm going to go back out and go and find another room. Nice talking to you.
Yes, please. Thank you. Please
Thank you.
have a chat with as many students as you can.
I will. You're my third so far.
Oh, thank you.
Have you chatted with anyone else yet?
Yes, I did with 2 other industry people.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go out there as well and wait for someone else.
Excellent. Good luck with everything and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. You go back through here.
This one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fabrizio, just one thing.
Yes.
Let me just turn on. Am I the
Okay, check this out. Wait, hold up. Nah, fuck that. Let's try it. Yo! Wait, hold up. Nah, fuck that.
you know, I'm older now, and the news stories have a resonance for me because I have a family, and because I, you know, I own a house, and because I, you know, have a job and whatever. But I think when you're much younger and you don't necessarily have those things, and also the way I felt when I was that age, it never felt like I was ever going to get those things. So I think there was a amount of like, well, what's the point? It's a really interesting. I'd love, you know, maybe sometime when I get.
And there was a lot of things that you didn't necessarily come across every day, because it also talked about like the psychological parts of news, and a lot of Hi.
Francesco,
Hello.
do you know if Paul is here somewhere?
Lots of people are looking for him. I haven't seen him. Anyway. I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming, guys. I'm gonna
There?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so on the right, you might have not heard of it. It's a project for Brunel Digital. I don't know if you know it. So I basically created the branding by starting out with a kind of abstract pattern that's supposed to symbolize female empowerment and diversity among women. And it's intentionally a bit abstract to kind of generalize the whole idea. And then, yeah, we created a row of posters. I kind of condensed it a little bit just so it would fit because it was just too many posters.
Yeah, no,
then,
it works quite well. I mean, you get the point. International Women's Day. Yeah, definitely. Really nice.
Yeah, yeah. And then here you and then here in the middle you can see my 3D model. It was inspired by a caravan illustration that was really interesting because the concept was like a scientist's laboratory on wheels. And
wow,
yeah,
was it for the 3D assignment?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the ending one. Wow, it looks sick.
Thank you.
I like the text. Oh, the texture. Yeah, the texture. Oh, nice. Yeah, it works really nice. I like it. Really like it. I mean, mine.
My favorite part is the golden thingies.
Yeah, I remember you doing it, and you know, I haven't seen the last one. It looks amazing.
Thank you. And yeah, on the left is the news app that I did for Alan's assignment. So basically, the brief was to create a news app for 18 to 25-year-olds, right? And yeah, I just came up with this concept that kind of focuses more on video and audio news, but you can still read it. But the focus is to make it as easy as possible to watch videos about it, or also kind of create a queue of videos so you can listen to it like a podcast kind of.
A live podcast, wasn't it? Was it a live podcast? Yeah.
Not necessarily. Just you can line up a bunch of videos about topics that interest you.
Yeah. And what's the name? Scopa.
Scope.
Scope.
Scope. Scopa.
Scopa. How's it going your
This one right here, the yellow robot.
Yep.
It's called Voice, and it's a speaker robot that I'm using for my 3D animation module. And yeah, it's Maya and Arnold texturing, and I've
So what's the
got-
plan for the animation?
So basically, it's going to somehow dance. Basically, I've given it a more organic rig instead of the mechanical rig. So it's going to be able to like scale and rotate in a non-uniform way. So it's going to be more emotive, you could say. And it uses principles like squish, stretch, and ease in, ease out. So it's a fun project, yeah.
Okay.
And here I've got my TIE fighter that I've revisited. So basically, this was a project I started working on during summer of last year, 2019, but I never got through it, like through the texturing phase, because I was still learning Substance at the time. But now that I've learned it a bit, I've used it in this project, and I think I did a good job. I hope.
Yeah,
But
definitely
I-
looks amazing.
What do you think about the TIE fighter?
It looks really real. Maybe the image behind it could have been, I don't know, maybe more blue or more than, so it would have been more recalling Star Wars. But I don't know. I really like the model. Obviously, the models looks really authentic.
Yeah, I think you're right. I can definitely try giving it a more blue hue.
Maybe also more, I don't know if it's the quality of this software for the image, but the background looks a little bit too much blurry compared to the
Yeah,
image.
the background is blurry because I used an HDRI image that
Yeah, no, I know,
like
I
it
know, I
wasn't a
know.
proper HDRI. It was actually an image, so it stretched quite a bit.
But yeah, no, it looks. I mean, the model that is the main thing looks amazing. I
Thank you
need to
so
ask you
much.
one thing. You know the animation that you made for 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah.
Where did you find the tutorial? I can't find it.
Where did I find the what?
The tutorial to do it, because I can't find it.
Oh, I didn't use any tutorial. I just basically was very passionate about it. So I drew all the elements quite similar to what was there in the original title track. And I drew it on Procreate and imported it into After Effects as individual assets and animated them from there.
Oh my god! Wow. Yeah. Jealous. Because I wanted to do something like that, but then I said, okay, where is it? And I couldn't find it. Said okay.
Yeah, I believe that this was actually quite difficult, but I guess the tip that I could give is that I used a lot of reference images to inspire. Like, although I had the original thing on YouTube, the original opening, I used elements that I created myself using other reference images, so that it wasn't too identical, but gave the same
Yeah, no, I remember.
emotion and meaning.
It was different. It was
Yeah.
different. Yeah. And I worked really nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Why did you not put the videos, your show reel? You could have put it.
I tried yesterday, but it didn't seem to work. Like you see on this side, this my LinkedIn
Yeah, I see this
URL.
link. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually my LinkedIn URL, and the same thing happened with my show reel for some reason. So I decided to remove it.
Okay.
But I've linked my ArtStation page and Instagram page right here, so my show reel's on both of them.
Okay. Did you have the chance to talk with any industries?
Sorry?
Did you have the chance to talk with any industries or guests?
Yes, I spoke to Linda and I spoke to Rafiq, but I didn't. I was more interested in looking around at others' works and talking to them about it.
Okay.
That I didn't get the chance to talk to many industry people.
I mean, they'll be here for, I think, because there is no ending of this event. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but you know, people will be stick around for long.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Fabrizio.
Fabrizio. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. Can't complain. Times are not great, but
Hello,
yeah,
hello.
it's
We're
good.
all together in live streaming.
Yes.
Oh, hello, live stream.
Yeah, we're just gonna end it.
You're gonna end the live streaming.
okay.
Yeah, I have the ending card now. So
Okay, you want me to end it?
yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1.